Oscar Piastri is back. My goodness, Oscar Piastri is back. He is here. He's finally arrived at Formula One. He's finally started a race in Formula One. And not only did he start a race, but my goodness, he finished a race. Not only did he finish the race, he led the race. He led the Grand Prix in Japan. He led the Japanese Grand Prix for a period of time. And if it wasn't for that safety car coming out at that wrong moment, Oscar Piastri could have won the Japanese Grand Prix. Oscar Piastri could have won the Japanese Grand Prix. And we would be sitting there thinking, hang on a damn minute, where did these McLarens come from? You see, you guys, if you don't follow Formula One closely, if you haven't been watching the trajectory of McLaren over the past couple of years, if there's one thing McLaren do well, they know how to do an upgrade. They know how to sort a problem out. They know how to solve their issues. Because they were having an absolute fight with Mercedes to find out what on earth is going wrong with our setup. What's wrong with our power unit? Why are we having electrical issues? We've gone from no drivers starting in China to one of them being on the podium. Oscar Piastri finished P2 on the podium in Japan. That, guys, is sensational. He got the driver of the day. Of course he did. Of course he did. And his start at the start of the Grand Prix was sensational. From P3, he went straight into first place. The guy was sensational. The Oscar Piastri that I've become accustomed to and love, I saw it. I saw it right there. And I think it's 3 races in a row he's finished on the podium, if not second place, when he's actually finished a race, when he started a race. You know what I mean? Like, Oscar Piastri is actually gangster. He's top notch. This is a great Formula One driver. And just when everybody's talking about everything else, they're talking about the Mercedes and the Kimi Antonelli of it all, the George Russell of it all, the Ferraris, they're talking about the Lewis Hamiltons and the Charles Leclercs. Well, let me bring to your attention McLaren, and I'll bring to your attention Mr. Oscar Piastri. I'm not even going to mention Lando Norris too tough, because I'll tell you something. Oscar Piastri, 3 races in a row, all 3 races this season, he's finished ahead in qualifying. He's out-qualified Lando Norris. That's the point I was trying to make. Oscar Piastri has out-qualified Lando Norris all 3 races this season. He's 3-0 up. And no one's talking about that. I'm paying attention to that. What Oscar Piastri is doing is sensational. And it cannot be missed. Listen, I know that last year he had an awful, awful season towards the end. And he had to do a lot to recover from the mishaps that took place in the 2025 season. He was winning the championship. He was going to be a Formula One world champion. It was a certitude. And then he went through this crazy bottling and he went through a crazy time in the sort of the final third of the season in 2025. And many people had said, all right, that's it, it's done. And to see Lando Norris come out of nowhere and win that title, because there was a moment when Lando Norris was far away from Oscar. And it was like 40 plus points, but it was far away in Formula One terms. Like, it really is. But Oscar Piastri, you know what he's done? He's told you guys to do not sleep on me. Don't think I'm finished here. Don't think I'm done. Don't think McLaren are done. Don't think McLaren are finished here. Andrea Stella and the gang, they have done a phenomenal job between China and Japan to sort something out. Lando Norris, I'm not worried about Lando Norris at all. I think he just bides his time as over the course of the season. Lando Norris is really a marathon runner in Formula One. He really is. He bides his time. He learns things. All he was doing was collecting data. And I think it's like his fifth place finish of the season. In both races, but in the Australian Grand Prix and now the Japanese Grand Prix, I've seen Lando Norris sort of be like a sitting duck, but it doesn't mean there wasn't things going on behind the scenes. It doesn't mean there's not things going on underneath that hood. He's doing something. He's learning something. I can assure you of that. But Oscar Piastri, man, I am so delighted for him. He finally gets a race start in Formula One. He finally gets to, he even said, like, it's probably my best weekend ever. And I'm like, you're damn right it is, because you actually got started. He's watched the first 2 races of the season. And, like, he's such a cool cat. He's cool as a cucumber. He's very, he's very nonchalant. He's very much like, not like how Max Verstappen thinks he is, but like, he's very much like, yeah, I'm just taking it like one thing at a time. I'm not too high. I'm not too low. I'm kind of just there. And I'm going to see and wait and see what this car can deliver. If the car is there, I'll be there. We will be there, in the words of Pep Guardiola, right? We will be on the podium when that car is ready to go. We will be there. Finishing ahead of Charles Leclerc, finishing ahead of George Russell in the Japanese Grand Prix is no mean feat, guys. for this McLaren especially, where this McLaren all of a sudden didn't know how to put the car together. You know, didn't know what Mercedes was giving them, and then Mercedes not giving us the instructions. What are we doing here? You know, have you tried to repair furniture or fix furniture from IKEA with no instructions? Good luck. Good friggin' luck. But Oscar Piastri, though, he's here. He's here. McLaren will get it together. Do not sleep on McLaren. They are here. They are also part of this party. We can talk all we want about Ferrari and Mercedes. You need to stick McLaren in that conversation. As crazy as it sounds, I think the McLarens will still win the Constructors Championship, as crazy as that sounds. Because I know that Kimi Antonelli, I know that George Russell, they are eating up. I hear it. I hear it. Honestly, I do. But the Oscar Piastri and the Lando Norris of it all, they're going to go there and absolutely split those Mercedes. They're going to split the Ferraris, man, like they've been doing just now. Do not sleep on Oscar Piastri. The guy is arrived. He's here. And the fact that he's got 3 back-to-back podiums when he's actually finished a race, or even started a race for that matter, that's not something to just laugh at or just to ignore or pretend like that's not really a thing. It's a big deal. It's a big deal what Oscar Piastri is doing. So McLaren are here. Oscar Piastri is here. As long as the car is set up, as long as the car is ready to go, he is good to go. And Oscar Piastri, man, 3-0 over Lando Norris in quali? Watch the space, people. Oscar Piastri's got some things to fix, man. He's got some wrongs to right. You know what I mean? Like he's not forgotten about last year. Many people can. And over the course of, Formula One moves so fast. Everyone's talking about something new. There's a new shiny toy now. But Oscar Piastri's sitting there thinking, guys, if you think I've forgotten about last year, you must be out of your damn mind. So let's wait and see what Oscar Piastri is going to do. He's going to cook this year, guys. Oscar Piastri is going to cook in 2026. And he started already. Driver of the day. Of course he was. Of course he was the driver of the day. The guy cooked in the Japanese Grand Prix. And can you imagine if he actually won on Mercedes head top, on Ferrari head top? Guys, I will be there. When that race win comes from McLaren, because it will come, I will be there. I will be there. Oscar Piastri is back. Do not sleep on this guy. I can assure you he is here, and he's going to be saying a lot in this 2026 championship and Constructors Championship as well. If you like the video, make sure you smash a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, or if you're a returning viewer and you haven't subscribed, like what we're doing here, just get a subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, but it will help me get more views on this video. If you disagree about Oscar Piastri being back, then let's have a conversation in the comment section down below. And until next time, lights out.